Hello, my name is Dr. Jazz, and today we're going to be talking about immune supporting tips from an acupuncturist, talking about traditional Chinese medicine and how it can support your immune system. What you're going to learn today is different tips on nutritional options for immunity, herbal suggestions for immunity, acupressure points to support immunity, and some key ways. My name is Dr. Jazz, a little bit about me. I've been an acupuncturist since 2012. I've been doing massage since 2005, and I have both a master's and a doctorate in traditional Chinese medicine. I offer acupuncture, Chinese herbal consults, telehealth, both online and in clinic. I've been a massage therapist since 2005. I offer and specialize in something called a Qine Song, and I specialize in digestive and emotional health. One of the concepts that we have in Chinese medicine is the importance of being proactive in taking care of your body. It's the only place you have to live, right? So if you don't have your body, where are you going to live? If you don't take care of yourself, what are you going to do? What is your quality of life? But we're talking about immunity today. So, what is your immune system? It's your defense mechanism, or you can think of it as your security detail. It's comprised of cells and tissues and organs that block those invaders, such as bacteria, parasites, viruses, other microbes that could cause infections. Things like poor nutrition, stress, exposure to those environmental agents that might lead to a compromised or dysfunctional immune system. And so when you have a weak immune system, then you're someone who ends up with frequent colds, allergies, and recurring infections. According to Western medicine, your immune system is often treated by relieving symptoms, not the underlying cause. Treatments often suppress the immune system using medications to get rid of the symptoms, but they often don't treat the cause of why you're getting sick frequently. And of course, there's an appropriate time to use Western medicine, especially for managing pain or limiting those symptoms that might be very uncomfortable. And oftentimes, there's side effects that happen with these medications as well. And that's where Chinese medicine comes in. Is we're about restoring your immune function so you don't get sick as often, so you don't have to rely on those medications. And acupuncture works by stimulating the autonomic nervous system, which can in return cause positive responses in the immune system. Acupuncture influences specifically the messenger hormone of the immune system called interferon and causes its levels to rise. By regulating those immune functions, we can treat that underlying cause of disease, reduce those symptoms, speed up the healing of infection, and normalize the body's immune response. So, when we talk about Chinese medicine, there are two pillars that we're going to look at today: the internal medicine, which includes the Chinese herbal medicine, meaning the roots, the stems, the twigs, the mushrooms, leaves, seeds, berries, nuts, flowers, and insects. And then food as medicine. Nutrition is so important for your immune system because you literally are what you eat. And then we have the external pillar of Chinese medicine, which is what we do and we apply to the body, which is acupuncture, most commonly known, and so much more. Meaning, there's acupressure, there's massage, there's ear acupuncture, ear seeds, cupping, tuina, gua sha, moxibustion, e-stim, and topical herbs like liniments, plasters, and poultices. There's a number of ways that we can treat the immune system, both internally and externally. So today we're just going to go over a few of the many things that we can do. Here are some essential immune support ideas. So first, let's talk about the things that we can do internally. Number one is staying hydrated. Drinking water is key to having a healthy immune system. If we're made of 75% water, then wouldn't your quality of water be really important as well as the amount? So the suggestion that we often say is drinking half your body weight in ounces every day. So if you weigh 100 pounds, 50 ounces a day should be your minimum. So you can do the math and add that to your lifestyle. If you don't get to exactly that number, that's okay. But if you can get somewhere close to that half amount of body weight in ounces, that's a really good day. Another thing you can do is add lemon. It replenishes your electrolytes, it helps detoxify the liver. You get minerals and nutrients simply by adding lemon to your water. And skip the sugar. Sometimes people put sugar, there's different powders you can put in. Yes, they do have electrolytes, but look at the sugar content because added sugar does not support the immune system, it compromises it, right? And there's going to be a whole nother talk on sugar in your body. Here are some Chinese herbs that you can find in the kitchen. These are remedies that you probably already have on your shelf. The first one is ginger, shengjiang. We can add this to dishes like stir fries, soups, smoothies. You can drink it alone as a tea. It improves your digestion and warms your lungs. It's good for that early stage of head colds. Next, we have cinnamon or guasha. This can be an enhancement to your morning coffee, your cereal. You can put it in your smoothie. It can warm you up, benefit a stuffy nose, clear out that phlegm or snot that you might have in your nose or lungs. Another one you probably find is mint, bohe. You can also find this in your garden if you have that available to you. You can easily find it in the store. You can add this to your water, your tea, or you can simply eat it. It's great as a digestive aid and it clears the eyes and any phlegm from the head or face. Next, we have Yuping Feng Song. This is the immunity formula. It translates to jade windscreen or to guard against the wind. Wind in Chinese medicine can be an external pathogen from outside the body, right? So maybe you'll see a lot of people wearing scarves around the neck because in Chinese medicine, the weaknesses is the back of the neck and the nose and the mouth. That's where pathogens enter the body. So if we can protect those areas, that's how we can prevent getting sick, especially if there's a weather change or you're out in the rain or on a windy day, cover those areas up. But once that pathogen enters the body, we feel those flu-like symptoms. This formula can shorten that duration of that effect. Or if you're someone that travels a lot, you can take this prophylactically, meaning you can take this before you get on that airplane or before you go visit that family. This is a great formula to help that out. And it only has 3 herbal ingredients that you can see here from this picture. It's got Huang Qi, Baijiu, and Feng Feng. And that's it. 3 simple herbs to help your immune system. Here are some more Chinese herbs that help support the immune system. This is something that probably will be needing to be prescribed to you by a herbal professional. So someone who has the training and knows that this is right for your body. That's the thing about Chinese herbs is just because they're herbs doesn't mean it's safe or that it's appropriate for your body. So it's really important to make sure that this is prescribed by a professional. However, here are some really common ones that are prescribed. The first is ginseng. I'm sure you've heard of that. Renshen. This is most commonly boiled and drunk as a tea. It strengthens your body's energy and it improves your metabolic functions. Astragalus, you may have heard of that one, Huang Qi. This stabilizes the exterior, as we say, or your defense qi. We call it the Wei Qi. It generates body fluids and it relieves pain. And it's also boiled and drunk as a tea as well. And then cordyceps. This is a really common one, Dongzhong Xiaosao. This is a mushroom that treats chronic cough, wheezing, asthma. It's good for eliminating that phlegm. It usually comes in a powder and can be added to tea or coffee. But let's talk about nutrition. And there's a lot to say about nutrition and your immunity, but I'm going to keep it brief today. So just consider the following. You are what you eat. I said that earlier. Food is information. So think about that. The food you put in your body is programming your body with the information that you give it. So what are you programming or telling your body to do? So think about how you know the difference of how you feel after eating a pizza versus after eating a salad. You know your digestion is different. You know your thinking might be altered in some way if you eat that pizza with that greasy food. So I'm sure by now you've figured out that different foods cause different effects on your body. So what is the information you're giving your body with the food that you're eating? The next thing is to make good choices. Instead of saying no to unhealthy food, say yes to your body and your immunity, right? There's power in a healthy no. You know better. And so see if you can start saying those healthy no's to make better decisions about what you want to do. Oftentimes, patients tell me that they have issues with cravings or addictions, especially to sugar or specific types of food. So, my suggestion is to number one, ride the crave wave. Know, okay, this is that craving, it's coming again. And to number two, to put something in the way of the thing that you want. So if you want a candy bar, you know that you're craving sugar. So what can you do? Put something in the way. You're not saying no to the candy bar, but you're saying yes to your body and your immunity. So instead, eat a piece of fruit, right? So let's say, for an example, an apple. So eat an apple, knowing that apples also have sugar and it's in the way of the candy bar you want. And once you're done with that apple, if you still want the candy bar, okay, let yourself have it. But usually you will satisfy that craving with the thing that you put in the way of the thing that you want. Try that technique. Let me know if it helps. And lastly, just ditch the unhealthy food. Don't have it in your house. The easiest way to eat well is to eliminate the availability of those unhealthy foods. So just don't buy it. Here's another great at-home remedy that you can do with things that you probably have access to or might already be in your kitchen is a couple of slices of ginger or powder. Same thing with turmeric. Put it into some hot water, half a teaspoon of squeezed lemon, crack of black pepper. Black pepper increases the absorption of turmeric, which is anti-inflammatory. You can add honey for taste. Put them all in a cup of hot water. Let them infuse for 4 to 5 minutes and then drink it as a tea. So easy, so healthy. It's a great recipe for supporting your immune system. Another thing we talk about is, have you tried nature? This is another great way that you can help support your immune system. I know it might seem a little random, but Chinese medicine looks at the world around us. We call it the macrocosm, and it's reflected by the microcosm, which is what's within our bodies. And we can use nature to heal ourselves. That's what we're doing with the herbs and the foods that we eat, right? So you can also go out into nature and breathe in the air of the trees that are antibacterial and antifungal, believe it or not. It can increase your white blood cells of the body, reduce stress, your blood pressure, improve the moods. In Japan, they have forest bathing is something that they prescribe patients to. So wherever you're at, just go hang out with some trees, go by a body of water, just be in nature and notice how it shifts things for you. There is a study that was done that shows that if you put your feet for 20 minutes, bare feet, on the grass, sand, or dirt, it can boost your immune function. It decreases pain, inflammation, improves sleep, and reduces stress. It's pretty amazing that all you got to do is take off your socks and shoes and stand on the earth for 20 minutes. I'll put the link below and you can learn more about that study. Same thing. There's another study that talks about just 20 minutes of sunshine. Get that vitamin D. It can boost your immune function, improve your mood, and help your bones. So now let's talk about the external medicine. We can talk about acupuncture and all the other things that go with it. We're just going to do a brief overview here. So let's talk about acupressure. What is acupressure? It's where we find the acupuncture points, and instead of needles, we use our fingers. All you need to do is locate the point, which I'll tell you about in a minute. Use anatomical landmarks to find it, and you can just press and hold or massage in a circle. There's many different techniques, but the idea is you want to stimulate the chi of the point. And then we can feel the benefit. So tune into your body and see if you notice any changes when you do this, big or small. Might be a shift where you feel a relief of the headache, or the symptom might go away, or you might just notice that you don't feel as stressed as you were, right? So it's going to vary for everybody, but it's worth a try. So here are some acupressure points for immunity. The first one is called stomach 36. This is a great point for boosting your immune system. It's found on both legs on the outside If you follow up the bone, the tibia, you'll find that the tibia curves a little bit. It's down below the knee, and there's a little spot right there. Usually it feels like there's a little muscle point in there, and that's stomach 36. It's a great point to just massage, and it boosts your immune system, your white blood cells, and it's a great point that if I was on a desert island, this would be the one point I would use on all our patients. Next is large intestine 4. I'm sure you've seen this point before. It's between the forefinger and the thumb, and it's that nice meaty spot right here. And what you can do is you can just press and hold and massage it, and it relieves any headache, tension in the neck, sinus issues. It's an empirical point to relieve any head or neck issues. Next, we have lung 5, found on the inside of the elbow. So if you bend your elbow, you're going to feel that tendon go above, and it's in that tendon there that you can massage that point. This is a great one for clearing out the lungs, any phlegm you might have in your nose. It's a really easy point to access as well. Lastly, we have spleen 6, another immune system boosting point. It can support your lymphatic system, which is what clears out the debris or those pathogens from your body. It's found on the internal medial malleolus or the ankle bone, and it's about 4 finger widths above the bone. You'll find it on the inside of the leg. It's usually a tender spot on most people, and that's a great point to massage on yourself for boosting your immune system. So why would you do any of this? Well, let's think about that. If we want to improve our health, being a participant is a really important thing. It's the quickest way to boost your immune system and feel good in your body. You're also building a relationship with your body. Your relationship with your body impacts how you feel. If you ignore those messages that the body gives you, then what changes do you expect to occur? If you do nothing, nothing changes. And the other thing is these are some life skill developments. Once you learn how to care for yourself, you can care for others. Stop being a victim and start being a resource. Learn all the things you can to take care of your body to feel good. You have the ability to learn these skills and make good decisions about your health. Here are a few additional suggestions that might be obvious, but are you doing them? So the first one, of course, is exercise. The big takeaway from Chinese medicine is to circulate the energy in your body, circulate your qi, going for a walk, going for a run, lifting some weights, dancing, just move your body. Do something. And this will increase your circulation, move the lymphatic system, which is your waste management system, and just get you to feel overall good. You release endorphins from your brain. You can really shift things just by doing a little bit of movement. Meditating is another great way to do that. Just a few minutes a day. There's a million apps that you could choose from. Find what works for you. It can help with your breathing, which is really important. We need oxygen for all our cells to function. And it can decrease the stress that's essential for keeping your immune system strong. Because if you are stressed out, that's going to weaken your immune system too. And lastly, Qigong. Qi means energy, Gong means work. This is a slow moving martial arts that can relax your body, move your joints, and connect you to your body. Let me know if you have any questions about that, because I do teach private Qigong lessons too. So remember, when it comes to immune support, you are in control of how you feel in your body. There are simple things that you can add to your habits to help shift you into the success of having a good immune system and feeling good in your body. If you want to use me as a resource, I can be someone that can be an accountability partner for your health. So if you know someone who's looking for suggestions for exercise, nutrition, diet, self-care, I have a lot of resources on that. If you're someone that's waiting to connect to a doctor, their medical system is overwhelmed right now. So if people have trouble getting in with their doctor, we could do a telehealth in the meantime. I can help you out with some at-home solutions. And then if you have emotional imbalances, there's another thing I specialize in. Mental health is important, especially during the last few years that we've all experienced together. And if your emotions are out of balance, that can impact your immune system too. So let's balance those emotions and have you experience a better immune system. Thank you so much for watching today. I appreciate everything. And if you have any questions, let me know. Again, my name is Dr. Jazz, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.